Here is our constructed vernal pool actually on the very last day of July 2019. So Steve dug this vernal pool a couple years ago because vernal pools are such incredible bastions for life. I mean, talk about increasing diversity on your land by having water, and especially fishless water. In this part of the country, because vernal pools are a critical component for many species as part of this forest network. So these vernal pools are not isolated from the forest. They are parts of the forest, and so we have forest all around, and this is our neighbor's land in the forest a few feet, and he has vernal pools on his land, so we thought, well, why not make a couple here? And it's just been phenomenal. And so this vernal pool has some water still. We got about 6/8 yesterday. Otherwise, we've been pretty dry. And so I'm really thrilled. There are actually bullfrogs and green frogs in here, which is interesting because I don't know if they can overwinter well. The farthest end probably still has a foot or so of water, and most of the tadpoles have left, but we still see a couple, and in the surrounding areas here we see spring peepers and wood frogs and toads, so I know they've all been coming out, and chorus frogs, there's still a couple tadpoles that are emerging. The other day we got a rain, and I looked out our basement window because I was going to shut it, and there were 3 wood frogs in the window well and 3 salamanders. And so I got them all out, and we'll build them a little ramp in case that happens again. But I know they're coming out of here, which is really cool because a lot of those species then have site affinity, so they're going to use this vernal pool over and over again. And that is super thrilling. So they are in the vernal pool in the spring until they're able to metamorphose, and then they go out into the woods and the fields, and that's where they spend their time until the spring rains call them back, and then the cycle repeats. And it is absolutely one of the most magical cycles that I can ever think of. So read about vernal pools if you haven't, and if you have, then just talk about them like I do so other people know how cool they are, because a lot of people don't like these pools. They think that they're gross, and whatever that means. And so we definitely need a lot more voices speaking the truths of these really beautiful, important places.